They say music is life, so I give them the Cha-Cha Music Review podcast. Turned up the volume, gave them the time of their lives. They said they wanted new artists, I gave them the Cha-Cha Spotlight series. They wanted deep music conversations, I plugged them into the Cha-Cha Let's Talk Music series. They are crazy about the hit makers, so I hit them with the Cha-Cha Hit Makers series. And for the albums I know they shouldn't miss, I blessed them with the Cha-Cha Album Review series. I created the Cha-Cha EP compilation series, so they will have a taste of the best of EPs. They should tell their friends, you should let your family know, we should let everyone who cares about African music know. Hafeestonova is back in the game, and you can catch me every Saturday amplifying the African sounds by bringing the best of African music to your ears. I am your musical plug, the creator of the Energy Force, and this is the Cha-Cha Music Review podcast.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and members of the Cha-Cha Nation. Welcome to another episode of the Cha-Cha Let's Talk Music series on your award-winning podcast, Cha-Cha Music Review podcast. My name is Hafeestonova, your musical plug and creator of the Energy Force. Today, I'll be talking about something that that concern a lot of fast-rising artists when it comes to their music. And this is one struggle I know that they always go through. Yes, I'm talking about music promotion and music marketing. But like you all know, I'm not going to be here alone. I have a guest in the house, and I'm going to allow the guest to introduce himself.
Hello, everybody. My name is Olukann R. Currently, I'm a music marketer and I'm into special events. Like Cha-Cha said, we'll be speaking on music marketing majorly for emerging artists. There are a few things to touch about. However, before we even start at all, I think we should understand the concept of music itself and marketing and promotion as it aligns with emerging artists. So, music itself is spiritual. And I always tell people, it's only artists in the world at large, not Nigeria and the world right now. It's only artists that do not have any known education about what they are doing. Like I used to say, if you want to be a doctor, you go to school. If you want to be an accountant, you go to school. If you want to be a lawyer, you go to school. These are professions, and everybody loves this profession. And back in the days, when you tell your parents, or if your parents know that you are going into music, they will tell you that you are not serious, that you should look for something else to do. They either want you to be a lawyer, a doctor, all these known professions. However, right now, we all know that there's even more money in entertainment generally, not only in music, in entertainment generally, than being a doctor, than when you are a doctor or a lawyer or whatever the profession is. Now, if all those guys need to go to school to become professional, why is it hard for artists to learn the rudiments of what will make them great in life? I still have not been able to get a perfect answer. You just believe that you can wake up, go into the woods, and then you start singing, and that is it. No, it's more than that.
Sorry, before we go into the music marketing and what we are supposed to do, you mentioned, like you rightly said, if you want to become a doctor, you go to school. If you want to become a lawyer, you go to school, you learn and all of that. And then you mentioned you don't understand why some music artists do not do this. But one can argue and say, if you look at a music artist, they might say, oh, their major cause or their major thing is to sing or to rap. So they might not be, inclined to learn the music, the business aspect of it. So I think the first question, or the question I'm trying to ask now is, are you saying that is it important or necessary for an emerging artist to at least learn an aspect of the music business before getting into the music?
It is 100% important. See, so in this our discussion, I'll be using some of my clients as an example. So one of my clients is Timidakolo, and we all know that Timidakolo has a fantastic voice and all that, and he sings awesomely well and all that. But do you also know that Timidakolo is a graduate of songwriting in University of Berkeley? But people do not know. So the thing is, there are technicalities to anything you want to do in the music industry itself. If you think you are just here to sing, there are technicalities to singing. If you want to be a rapper, there are technicalities to it. There's a way you can put your your lines together that will make a whole lot of sense. I mean, see, you can't do this without education. Now, I'm not saying that this education should cost you money. It's as simple as just Google, go to YouTube, put in your 10,000 hours. You understand? Just learn. YouTube is free for everybody. You will see so many videos on what you want to do, on becoming a better artist. You understand? Leave the music business part alone. As being an artist, being artistic itself, there's so many ideas, there's so many fantastic things that you'll be able to come up on YouTube. You go to Google, there's so many write-ups, there's so many that caters to emerging artists. If you go through this, I believe and I know strongly that you will come out better. And this also helps you in artist development. Artist development is key. You do not practice it in Nigeria. That's why I always give that out to Maven for what they are doing. You know, they have Maven Academy. In this academy, they would teach you not only to become an artist, but also to become an actor, so that in the nearest future, you can easily switch. They will not teach you only to become an artist to use your voice. They will also let you know every aspect, interview, when you are going for interview and all that. They will let you know the right thing to say, how to build your confidence and all that. But then, you don't see all these our own artists there. They just wake up, they go into the booth, they sing, and they are waiting for miracle to happen. Yeah, miracle can happen once in a while. Miracle happened for Mayoko. You understand? He was working in a bank. He did a cover for one song. The people saw him. Yeah, miracle happened. But then, how many people have gone through that process? Do you understand? And you know the number of artists we have in Nigeria. I even want to believe that we have many more artists than fans in Nigeria. You get so there's so many. So you must know what you are doing. Education is key. Education is 100% key for whatever you want to do in this music industry. As an artist, yes.
Like you said, education is key. You must know, what you want to do. So now let us get educated and tell us what exactly is music marketing.
Okay, basically, music marketing is the act of taking down your product, your music, which is your product, to the market, to where people are. So you are in Sokoto, you do not have the chance to go to Ibadan. But the kind of music you make in Sokoto, because you are a Yoruba boy, you do Akpala music. I just want to give this example and be specific about it. So you do Akpala music and you stay in Sokoto. But then your community, your immediate community in Sokoto, they do not listen to Akpala music because what they do is different. Their language is different. So marketing is what will take that your song from that Sokoto that will bring it to Southwest Nigeria, where you have a Yoruba-dominated community. And also, when you now drives it down to Lagos, to West Africa, Nigeria, to western part of Nigeria, it is now promotion that will now loud that your music in that community in western Nigeria to those that will now listen. It's now promotion that will now drive your song, that will now put your song on the laps of those that will listen to it. This is as simple as that. So again, music marketing is the art of taking that your finished product to where the listeners are. Promotion is the act of unlocking whatever it is that is blocking the artist from listening to that your song. It is now promo that will now make them say, okay, I think I want to listen to this song. So promotion will now be whatever ideas you want to come up with that will on social media and all that will make people want to say, okay, I think this song is dope. I think I want to listen to it. I mean, there are some songs that I've heard on TikToks, on Instagram. I had to go and check them out. So somehow I stumbled on a guy on Zlatan Ibile's page this morning. WC, what's his name again? WC Disco. I stumbled on his page this morning on Zlatan Ibile, and I went to the guy's page, and I've been scrolling all through. So that is how it works. So it is now the promotion that has gotten to me, and now I'm interested because, he's a fantastic rapper. He's a Yoruba rapper, and he's dope. You understand? So that is what it does. Music takes your music to the market. Marketing takes your music to the market where the listeners are. Promotion will now let your listeners know about your song and press play, which is key. Pressing play for your song, not just in the market.
So let's assume now that I'm an upcoming artist and I've gone to the studio, I've recorded my song and everything is ready. Now, how do I, from recording the song and it's ready and I've collected it from the producer, as a upcoming artist, what are the simple steps I can take into marketing that song first and then promoting the song?
Okay, so as it is now, because in this case, in Nigeria, we majorly talk about music promotion. But in this sense, we might be using them interchangeably because everybody the whole essence of everything is to get listeners for your song. Yeah, that's the whole essence of everything that we are discussing today, is to get listeners for your song. So the first thing you need to know is that the world is now a global village. I mean, when I was in school, when I finished secondary school, and the best thing we can do, the best thing we can get, all those songs that were dropped into cities. I mean, the new Shakomo by Tetula, the Remedies and likes. Those groups, Plantation Boys, the Tribesmen. If you want to listen to their song, you need to go to Alaba to get the CDs, their song. Or you finally get one guy that is selling CDs around. Before then, it was tape, it was cassette, you understand? So I had a whole bunch of cassettes, and the tape would have issues and you have to sellotape it and all that. But now we've moved past those stages. So in those days, if an artist wants to record, you would dress up properly and go to the studio, and then you will do your session. And then maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks later, you will now go back to go and confirm if your music is ready. But today, because the world is now a global, that technology has taken over, you can sit down at the corner of your house and start singing and start doing whatever you want to do and start even recording yourself. So the first thing that you should do as an artist, when you are writing, is to start thinking of the ideas for marketing, for promotion. For example, if you are writing a lyrics, I write books. So immediately when I'm writing, when a line comes to me, I will know that, the best way to promote this is to possibly collaborate with someone, is to possibly put it out on social media, is to possibly do a print out. Something will just come to you and you'll be like, yeah, okay, so this is the best way to promote this line or to make people know about this line. So marketing and promotion starts at the point of writing. And when they start, all you need to do is to start jotting it down. Just keep jotting them down somewhere. At the end of the day, when you are done with your single, with your album, you will be surprised that you have a whole lot of ideas that can help you to promote. Okay, so now you must have a social media account. I don't want to know who you are. I don't want to know what you must have a social media account. Now, if you have a social media account, your social media account should not be on private. I have seen emerging artists. Unfortunately, there's a lady on Twitter right now that I'm following. Her song is dope. She's a fantastic artist. But then, her page is on private. It's on private. But I've listened to her songs, and I know that she's dope. But now that her page is on private, how do you reach out to such artists? You understand? So for emerging artists, your page should never be on private. If I don't, you're not Davido, you're not Whiskey. Even those guys, but their pages are not on private. So we are in this business, and so you must be open to all. Secondly, if you moved from being on social media, now it's now content posting on social media. So because you're an artist, you're in the business of content marketing, you're in the business of content management, you're in the business of content creation. Why? When you write, you're creating content. You understand? So you should also right to create content for for your songs. And it's as simple as maybe when you wake up in the morning, you can see birds flying, or even the sound of what's it called now? Cocks doing their cuckoo at the back of the house or something. Maybe that is what you record. And you will just put something on it out of your tracks, out of your songs. See, these are just content creation, and it is as simple as it gets. There are so many apps that you can use to create video, to create any form of video. There's CapCut, there's UTV. There are so many. There's Viva, this short video thing. There are so many apps that you can use to create video, all for free, as long as you have an Android phone, and that is the list. Some emerging artists even have iPhones. So there are so many apps that you can use to create content. And when you are creating content, you should know that content creation is just publishing and distribution of content for targeted audience online. So what I normally say is, as an emerging artist, just picture that you have only one fan, only one person that likes your music. So what you need to do is to create content for that person, satisfy that person, and that person will now tell other people about you. This is how it works. So my wife, she's a huge fan of BTS. BTS is a boy band in South Korea. And I'm a huge fan of Grimo, Timmy Apollo, Reminisce, Davido, and likes. So I'll be listening to my own songs at home, and she will be listening to her own BTS. I never for once liked the BTS guys. One, I do not hear what they are saying. There are too many for how can a musical group have like 7, 8 dancing and, it doesn't make sense to me. But then, years after, I can now tell you that I know the latest song that is being released by J.O. featuring J. Cole. I just dropped like 2 weeks ago. I can now tell you that some of the BTS guys, they are serving their country right now, and that takes like 2 years. I know that J.O. that just released this song is going to serve also his country. You understand? So, because, how did this happen? Because my wife, who is a huge fan of BTS, has been telling me about BTS, updating me on their progress, how they've been doing, what they've been doing, how they are winning awards, how they've been nominated for Grammys, how they performed, how they went to White House, and all that. So all you need to do. So technically, BTS has been creating content for my wife, and my wife has invited me to like the content, and I'm now I'm not like a fan of BTS. I still don't want to agree that I'm a fan, but yeah, I'm a fan of BTS. So that is how it works. Imagine artists, just have in mind that you have only one fan. Keep promoting, keep releasing content for that fan, and that fan will now great content, and that fan will now be the one to tell others about you. And the best form of marketing is mouth-to-mouth marketing. When I'm able to refer you to someone or refer someone to your product, that is the best form of marketing. That doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost shish. You understand? So that is that. So if you're an emerging artist, you're in the business of content creation, content marketing, and content management. You own your content. You own your TV. You own your radio station. Your TV station is your IG Live, your IG. Your radio station is your Twitter space and all that. So you can do whatever you like. You can create any content however you like it. Just make sure that you're out there in the faces of everyone. Also, you're in the business of copywriting. Copywriting also, right, is the idea of writing text that will reach that your one fan, and will convert that fan or make that fan tell you about another person. So in the business world, copywriting is, you see these very big billboards out there for example, Glefindich, which is an alcohol in Nigeria right now. If you've noticed their billboards, what they write there, the copy for the year for them is where next. So where next? That simply means you've conquered this part. What else? Where next are you going to? So that is their own copy for the year. And they've had so many brand ideas to just project their where next to you. So what you need to do also as an emerging artist, like I said, because you write your song I mean, not all emerging artists are fantastic writers. But then, as emerging artists, you start out writing your own songs yourself. When you now have money, you can start employing songwriters and all that. But as an emerging artist, you start out writing your song. So when you write those songs, there are some lyrics there, there are some hooks that you put, and you'll be like, wow, anybody will listen to that. This is fantastic. In that same manner, you should be able to write something that will capture your target audience. Something that it might just be one line that will just capture them and be like, yeah, let me go and listen to this song. Let me go and let me hear what this guy has to say in his music. And that is how it works. You can convert one person, you can convert 10. That means you can convert 100. That means you can convert 1,000 people to be your fan. So also, don't forget that you're in the business of copywriting.
I mean, we do hear people when they say, oh, so artists used about, 2 million or 3 million. Or maybe you are hearing some people, they say, oh, the budgeting for music promotion and music marketing is about 30 million. And then again, as an emerging artist, you feel like, where do I want to see that money? I'm even struggling to pay producer that will do 8 songs for me. How will I see, 30 million or 5 million to, what they used to call it, to promote my song? So the question is this. I mean, we all know, unless we are always trying to deceive ourselves, we all know that there is no way you want to go into music that you're not going to spend money. You are always going to spend money. So the question is this. For an emerging artist, with everything that you said, using the tools in their disposal, how much would you, a range of, let's say, between this and this, would you say, should be enough or should be a start that a music artist should at least budget and say, okay, I want to budget this for my music promotion?
I should be able to give you a figure, but I will hold on to the figure for now. I want to tell you something. Technically, if you want to blow an artist in Nigeria of today, you need between 50 and 100 million naira.
Technically speaking, you need 50 million.
50 to 100 million to blow an artist in the real sense of blow, that you become hugely successful.
Yeah.
For example, if you look at Ashake, how much is Ashake's video worth? One video from Ashake that TG is doing for me is worth like between 10 and 15 million, something, or thereabout. Now, if you have to do 2 videos, so this guy charges like $30,000 to make one video. So if you have to do $30,000 times, say, what is the current rate in Nigeria? Let's just say it's 450. I don't want to go too far. Let's just say 30,000 times 450. That's like 13 million naira for one video. And you have an album, and you want to do like 2 or 3 videos. That means you've already spent like 30-something million on videos alone. So that brings us back to, technically, for you to be a blown artist in Nigeria, you need between 50 and 100 million. Because there are so many other things. It's not only video shoots that you cover. Now, do you need that money also to start your career? No. Example again. Last year, during one of my sessions, Space Talkers, I interviewed Bayani. Bayani is the latest addict to signed by or unveiled by Mavins, not signed now, unveiled by Mavins. Okay. So while I was speaking with him, I said, how did you come across Don Jazzy, or how did Don Jazzy notice you? He said while he was in school. So this is where I want all emerging artists to listen and also understand. He said in his first year and second year, he was only producing beats. In the first year and second year, he was strictly producing beats. He wasn't doing any of that. In his third year, I think he had a break in the third year. Then in the fourth year, which was the final year, he started releasing freestyles twice a week from January to December. Every week, he was releasing 2 freestyles. What does that mean? That means in the space of 1 year, he has been able to drop over 100 freestyles. Did the freestyle cost him money? No, 0. All he had to do is to record on his phone and post it on his social media. And one of the songs got Don Jazzy. And Don Jazzy came back to his stage and started listening to all the songs, to all the freestyle that he made. Do you know that while Don Jazzy was soaked in all those freestyle, he sent him a message? Did he pay anybody to put his song on his phone on his social media? No. So again, you go back to, you do not need money to start. If you don't have money, you don't need money. But then, if you can raise a fee, why I want to put figure again is because however the money is that you have is okay better. If it's only 10,000 naira that you have, all you need to do right now, imagine artists, all of you should listen. There's a way you can put all your links, your Spotify, AudioMac, Boomplay, whatever. All the links, there's a way you can put them on one link, one extended link. So once they click that link, to take them to all your streaming platforms. So all you need to do is, for the content that you created, say maybe you and your guys are playing football and there's a part in your song, a very catchy part in your song, because you must also learn the act of creating catchy. It depends on the genre that you are doing right now. If you are in for the pop, you must also understand the technicality that goes around creating a catchy hook that will make people want to listen to the song. That is what TikTok technically right there. So there are so many people that know the TikTok verses of every song, but they do not know the full song. But that TikTok version, the 30 seconds or 1 minute hook, everybody knows that song. So you should also know how to create a catchy hook now to make somebody want to go and listen to that your song. So you created the content. Maybe you and your guys are playing, or you are just jogging ball, or you are just cooking, or there's anything you are doing. Then you now play that catchy part of your song is what will be the hook, is what you put out there. And the link, that is what you promote. When it gets to anybody, or anybody that might just be interested in the song, once they play it, once they hear that one, they might be interested in listening to others. Then they will go to that link. Then they will be able to select the platform that they are using. So it's that simple. You need your Facebook account. So go and activate your Facebook account and start promoting on there. You will get value for your money. So if it's only 10,000 naira that you have, use it to promote. If it's only 5,000 naira that you have, use it to promote. Do not bother. Do not worry yourself about people not engaging your post. It is not about people engaging. It is about that one fan that will listen and that will tell others. You should not be tired. You should keep posting content. You should keep reaching out. You do not need money to start. You do not have money. But if you can afford any amount, the least 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, use it to promote. Use it to run promotion on your social media account. Now, if you can afford 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, then you can now sit down and say, okay, I think I want to involve some radio stations. There are so many other things that you can do that will now make you spend money. So that is how it works.
Now, with all of these things, as you said, which I'm not even going to lie, is very, very, educating. The question is this. Now, there are some emerging artists that might be feeling, hope all this thing, now song I won't sing, all this wahala is becoming too much and all of that. Now, maybe some of them might decide to say, okay, maybe I need help. I need somebody. Let me just handle the music part. In as much as, yes, I've understood and I've learned and I know all of these things, but I feel like the pressure might be too much for me to do and I might probably get distracted from the main music itself. Let me, help. So let me get somebody to help me and let me get somebody to, to help me handle all of this. So now let's say there's an upcoming artist that is listening to this episode and decide to say they want to reach out to you. What are the steps that the person should take, and what are those things that will make you want to work with that upcoming artist?
One, if your song is dope, I will definitely work with it. So that is one other thing. I've seen emerging artists that they have terrible songs. Terrible songs. But if your song is dope, yeah, I'll give you a listening and now. So the funny thing is I might not be able to even work with you directly. Or I might just decide to give you an idea of on how to get started. That might just be all I need to do. Then also, as an emerging artist, you do not need a manager, right? Because there's nothing to manage. However, if you have a friend that is very serious about your music, that loves your music, that can die for your music, that can kill for your music, I think that person should be your manager. And is teachable. That person should be your manager, so that the person will handle and tell you this is what you should do, and you too will know what to do anyways. So basically that is it. But for me, on my own part, if you reach out to me, if your song is good, because that's the first thing, I will listen to your song. If it's not good, I will tell you. And if you want to fight me, no wala. I mean, this is not the first time. So if your song is good, yeah, I will definitely put you on. If I can't even work with you, I will just tell you what you need to do and how you can just move. And I might just refer you to one or two people that might be ready to put you also.
Okay. You mentioned that you have a book. So can we just talk a little about what the book is about and how people can get access to the book?
Okay, so thank you. I have 2 books out. The first one is which I wrote during the lockdown. I mean, I was just bored at home. Then what should I do? So I started writing it. So the first one is titled Guide to a Successful Emerging Artist. So this will tell you everything you need to know as an emerging artist, from team building to marketing to your music itself to branding, everything that you need to know as an emerging artist. That is the first one. It tells you everything that you need to know. And I had some very fantastic input from Godwin Tom, who is the Sony Music general manager. I had from Motolani. Motolani is now heading Engage. I had from so many people. Bode is the librarian and the channel manager for UFM radio station in Lagos. I had from Dolapo. Dolapo works with Google. He is the founder of Talk Sound. There are so many inputs, and it will definitely help you. Okay, now, so the second book is titled Music Marketing Plan by Oyinda. So this one strictly talks about planning. Music Marketing Plan by Oyinda.
Okay.
So it's strictly on music marketing. Just 4 chapters. The first chapter is your pre-release plan. What you need to do, how you need to go about it before you release your song. The second one is post-release plan. Everything that you need to do, because I've also noticed that immediately an artist, emerging artist, immediately they drop. So before they drop their project, they will be telling you, my project is coming up on the 24th of February. Just watch out and all that. And on that 24th, immediately they drop their project like this. Maybe the second and 25th, they will tell you that this is the link to my project. Go and listen to it, and that is all. That is not marketing. So this book will also tell you about your post-release plan. There should always be a plan for everything. And the third chapter will tell you about getting paid. How do you get paid? You've released your music now, so how the money comes in? How do money come in? So this book will tell you about it. And the fourth chapter was written by my co-writer. Her name is Amber Osborne. She's a music marketer in Australia. She has worked with Spotify, Downtown Music Records. I mean, that is what she does. So she is the one that wrote the chapter 4. And that is how you spend your first 190,000 naira. If you have just 190,000 naira, there's a breakdown of what you can do with it, from lyric video to content creation. There are so many things that you can do with that 190,000 naira. She did a fantastic breakdown of that. So that is that one. So the first book, Guide for Successful Emerging Artists, is 5,000 naira. And the second one is 30,000 naira. Music Marketing Plan by Oyinda. That one is 30,000 naira. But then, because we are on chat, there will be discounts.
Okay, that's interesting.
I mean, I love what you are doing. So, I mean, this is also a way to encourage people. So, give me the discount. How many percent discount do you want me to do?
So, this is what is going to happen. What we are going to do is we'll make sure that only those that listen to this podcast can get, the discount, right? So, we are going to if you want to get, the book for the amount that you've said, and you want to get the book now, for you to be able to get the book, to get the discount, you have to use the promo code, which is CHACHA Gang. That is going to be the promo code. So once you go to him and you tell him, you know, you are a Chacha Gang and you listen to the podcast, you know, just use the promo code Chacha Gang, you will get, you know, a 10% discount. I think that sounds fair, right?
I think because we are doing this, you can move it to 50%.
So there you have it. You are going to get a 50% discount if you are interested in getting, you know, the books. One costs 5,000, the other costs 30,000. So take 50% off both, and then you know what you are going to be getting. Now, this is the disadvantage of listening to Chacha Music Review Podcast. I'm not going to lie, Oyinda, it's been an incredible and it's been a very, very time well spent with you. Even personally, I myself have learned a lot of things that I never, you know, knew before. So once again, you know, thank you very much for being on the podcast. I really do appreciate it. How, if people want to connect with you, how can they connect with you?
Across all social media. My handle is the Oyinda Olu. So it is TheOyindaOlu. It's just one word. The Oyinda Olu across all social media platforms.
Thank you very much for being on the podcast. I really do appreciate it.
You're welcome, brother. Thank you so much for doing that. Hope the good work. God bless.
Thank you.
Cha-cha time, two time for the Cha-cha gang. Give me the Cha-cha gang. Rockin' with the best, the Cha-cha gang. Give me the Cha-cha gang. Alaye lawa Cha-cha gang. Give me the Cha-cha gang. Wati my bro, the Cha-cha gang. Give me the Cha-cha gang, Cha-cha gang. Wati my bro.